All the times after storms, we hear about the helpers in the community, and Lourdes Market and Grill is certainly one of those places helping the community. They've got donations stacked as tall as a person in here, helping people, helping those first responders who are here to help people as well. We're joined by Kara Brock, the owner of Lourdes Market and Grill. Kara, thank you so much for joining us. How did this all get started, what y'all are helping people here?
Well, I'll be honest, I can't take credit for how it got started. We were stranded in Batcave, where our home is, and we had to be evacuated. So the first 2 days that these relief efforts started, we weren't even here. So I give complete credit to my staff and my friends that came and opened our store to folks. This is a little market, and so even before we started getting the relief supplies donated, we knew that we had supplies for people to get. The other piece of this whole helping people thing that's happening and that's been created is that our restaurant across the street, the girls, my chef and the girls that work for me over there, they knew that we had food and that we could just start cooking. And so we started the relief meals, and the word is spread, and now hundreds of people are coming, feed the people. That's what we're doing, and trying to make sure that all these things that have been donated, which is growing and doubling in size every day, we're trying to make sure that we're hauling this to the other places in the area that need it. So we've always wanted to be a community place, and it's turned out to be different than I expected. Yeah. But it feels good, and it's a good way for us to help the people.
That's what I was thinking. It's got to make you feel just so good to know that your team, they were dealing with so much on their own, but they decided to open up and do what they could to help back. I mean, that's just got to make you feel so good.
Well, we loved them before and knew they were special people, and they did all this because they couldn't even get in contact with us and say, hey, what do you think? They just knew it was the right thing to do, and I think they knew us well enough to know that we would say, absolutely, do what you can. So yeah, it's a good feeling.
Now, you mentioned that you guys were in Batcave, not able to get to the store, not even able to talk to them. I just want to ask for our viewers, how are you guys doing? How are you guys able to get out? And really just how are you guys?
Oh, well, honestly, I can't even talk about that. Our home is off of Highway 9, which is completely destroyed. So when we hiked out the morning after to kind of see, if we'll just walk out, we'll get to Highway 9, we'll be okay. And we got to Highway 9 and we realized it was completely washed away. So it's an incredible story, how we hiked out. The road's completely gone. So we hiked out and got to the Batcave Fire Department, and we thought, well, we'll just take off walking to Lake Lure, we'll just get to our place. And then we realized pretty quickly when we got through Batcave on Highway 64 that entire Batcave area is completely destroyed. All the homes are gone. The people are not able to get out because every road that comes to Batcave has been washed out. They're being airlifted, which ultimately is what we had to have a helicopter evacuation. I've lost track of what day it is, but a couple of days ago, we were able to be helicoptered out and brought here so we could get on the ground and figure out what was happening and how we could jump in and help. So we are alive. Yeah, we're fine. We'll be okay.
You said that you guys got a Starlink satellite donated, and so many more people are able to, if they're able to get here. I feel like it's just such a big moment when people are able to get that call out, get anything out, and let their loved ones know that they're okay. Have you guys been able to talk to family, and have you guys also seen people doing that as well?
Oh, most definitely, yeah. First calls go to our family, and we were so thankful to be able to just tell everybody that we were alive and okay. The calls have continued. Folks checking in, regular customers and folks that don't live in the Lake Lure area but come and vacation here and just loved our place have reached out, which is heartwarming, and you're just amazed at the humanity and all the people who just want to do anything that they can. The people who brought things yesterday, like the Starlink, are regular customers of ours who just reached out and said, oh my gosh, Paul and Kara, we'll help them out whatever they need. So pretty amazing.
Now, we do want to make sure that we're asking and getting some answers for everybody who's watching this, how they can help you. What do you guys need? How can they help you? What's the best way to get things to you guys?
Well, right now, the only way, there's a lot of police checkpoints because people aren't being allowed to get into the Lake Lure area. You have to be a resident. So the donations that are coming in, folks are coming, and they're letting them through if they know they're bringing donations. Right now, we are just overwhelmed with the donations, and we're getting them to other places like churches and other places that weren't necessarily, like we weren't a spot necessarily for a drop-off. But those things, we're trying to share everything that we have with them. We have food for cooking donations coming in as well, carloads of groceries and things like that, which is so helpful. And I see this effort going on for the foreseeable future, because once these initial like survival kind of efforts and rescue efforts are going on, then the rebuilding is going to have to begin. So I think that these efforts are going to go on for a long time. I think that any donations would be possible. We have established a Venmo for Leeward Market and Grill that I can share, because really monetary donations can go toward helping us buy exactly what we need from the folks who are offering to bring things to us. It would also help me to be able to compensate my employees that have been here. I think those would be, I'm trying to think of other ways, but I think right now those would be food donations to keep the meals that we can provide for the people, and also any kind of monetary donations. That would be awesome.
Kara, thank you so much for speaking with us and taking the time. I'll go ahead and send it back to you. Reporting in Lake Lure, I'm Dana Winter for Fox Carolina News.